what we're going to do here is we're just going to have a conversation like we had in one-on-one, and just forget that they're out there, right? And just let's talk about what we had initially talked about in terms of social entrepreneurship and social innovation. And my position is this. I think there are two roles or two ideas that are being pushed here. One is the structure of the social entrepreneur venture. The idea that a nonprofit creates an innovative approach to address a social issue that generates a revenue, that then at some point entices investment opportunities for scale and growth. But I think the other role that's forgotten here is the role of the nonprofit in terms of creating social innovative programs that are transformative in a community. And transformation focuses on the fact that whatever, it doesn't have to generate a revenue. So it takes the innovation of it takes the idea of innovation outside of the business model and says, you know what, nonprofits, you can be innovative too within your own structure, within the nonprofit structure. Be innovative. Make sure that you test your innovation. Make sure that the innovation can be replicated. Make sure that the innovation addresses multiple community issues, and make sure that the innovation that's being replicated and the issues that are being addressed is a cost savings to the organization, to the state, and to the government. And so within that context, I don't want anybody to start thinking that in order to be innovative, you need to create a for-profit business, because it doesn't necessarily work that way. And we're going to try to have the conversation about that and maybe touch on a couple of concepts that might be burning for a lot of folks. So let's briefly, let's have some introductions. Kyle, tell us what you do and what's your role and how you're helping the social entrepreneurs. And then Nancy, when he's done, maybe you can do the same.
Hey, I'm Kyle. Is this on? Check. So I'm Kyle Westaway, and I do a few different things. I wear a couple of different hats. Like many of you, I am a social entrepreneur. Me and a couple of my very best friends in the world run a fashion brand called Biography. Biography is a socially conscious fashion brand that employs and empowers survivors of the commercial sex trade in Southeast Asia. So in some sense, I very much empathize with you because I've been through all of these questions myself, and even as a young lawyer coming out of law school, just trying to understand the complexity of what it means to try to think about potentially market-based solutions to really kind of intractable problems. So on one hand, I'm a social entrepreneur. On the other, I'm also a lawyer that focuses solely on working with social entrepreneurs. And when I use that term, I tend to use that as a very broad term, probably broader than most people do. And I think about social entrepreneurship as any sort of efficient or market-based solution to a persistent social or environmental problem. Generally speaking, I'm very agnostic as to which tax status you have in a for-profit structure or non-profit structure. And then I do a little bit of writing and speaking around the country on just issues of conscious capitalism and social entrepreneurship. So that's who I am. That's what I'm up to. Yeah.